Welcome to Doing Makeup but for Hooded Eyes. I'm Peachy. We are jumping into this look today. I did do this look over on TikTok. A lot of people loved it, so I figured I would do a more in-depth tutorial over here on YouTube. I just wanted to dip into something that was my personal favorite thing to do, which is graphic liner. Everything that I use in this video will be linked in the description below, so let's get into it. Whatever eyeliner you want to use is totally your preference. Or if I was going to use a drugstore eyeliner or like a regular felt tip liner, my favorite felt tip liner is NYX Epic Ink Liner. I'm going to be using some black water activated liner from Glisten Cosmetics, some nail art brushes, and also the Morphe Abby Roberts AB310 brush. I find water activated liners so much easier to work with. They aren't waterproof, but I don't usually have a watery eye problem, so that's why I think I can get away with using them most of the time. I would highly suggest prepping your lid anyways, because that's going to prevent transfer even with eyeliner, and it's going to help it stay a lot longer all day. And what I mean by transfer is like it's going to prevent that transfer in between your lid right here from it like melting off throughout the day. You need to prep your eyelid first. So all I did was use the Urban Decay eyeshadow primer potion first, and then I just put some translucent powder over it. I like the Laura Mercier one, and then we're just going to jump straight into doing the eyeliner. And if you're using water activated liners, I do have one tip, is to kind of like stir the pot of the liner with a little bit of water and kind of let it sit and get to like a little bit of a thicker consistency so that it doesn't bleed. That's what I learned. I think that that's like the best consistency to work with, is when it's like a little bit thicker but it still goes on smoothly. I'm going to start with looking at myself straight on. You always want to look at yourself straight on with your eyes relaxed. I'm using the AB310 brush first, and from my outer corner right here, you don't want to bring this out too far because we're going to be making this line up here at the top to meet the bottom, and you end up having to put a little bit more of an extra tip on your wing, so you initially don't want to make your wing very long. Don't go straight out, you want to go a little bit higher. If your fold right here comes down farther than your actual eye, maybe try going straight out instead of how I've angled it a little bit up. Try to go just straight out this way instead. Now I'm just going to kind of like work my way up a little bit until I get the thickness that I want for this wing. Just draw right over your fold right here. Doesn't matter what's going on in here yet, just draw right over it and make sure that the wing looks how you want it to when your eye is open. That's all we're aiming for right now. We'll worry about the inside later. Okay, now we can worry about this shape, whatever shape your eye decided to make by drawing over it. All you're gonna do is just clean it up and make it look pretty. If yours is very similar to mine, you can follow what I'm doing, but all I'm gonna do is round this part out right here and make the tip of this right here a little bit sharper. When you're fixing this inside shape here, you want to switch between looking at yourself straight on and doing this to make sure the inside looks good, but this more importantly, because if you like say, I'm not going to bring it out very far, but if I round this out like this, right, it looks good still. It still looks like one line coming out. But if I start bringing that little curve that I just did to connect the two in too far, your wing is just going to keep getting thicker and thicker if that happens. So just make sure when you're fixing this shape on the inside that you're still following your initial wing shape right here, if that makes sense. I hope all of that makes sense. You really just want to do the slightest adjustment so that it looks great when your eye is resting, but then when you're talking and moving your eyes and whatever, like it still looks cleaned up on the inside. That's all you're doing, is just cleaning up that shape and making sure it looks pretty. To be honest with you, that was the easy part. This is a little bit of the trickier part, but I know you can do it. I'm using a nail art brush from Amazon. I'll link the exact same ones that I use in the description below. They are great for water activated liners. I'm just gonna draw a line here, leave a little bit of space for a star, and then when I draw this line out here, I'm going to start bringing it kind of downwards towards the tip of the wing that we made. What we need to do now is connect our first wing with this little line right here with just a little C shape. Now I brought this end a little bit too far up, so what I'm gonna do is just go straight down from this C shape to connect it to the bottom wing. I'm going to get rid of this little top part that I didn't mean to do and fill this part in. Now for the star. This is the best technique that I found that's not a stamp. I'm going to use the AB310 brush. First, what I'm going to do is draw 2 lines like I'm going to draw a capital A. Now I'm going to draw 1 line across. And now from each point of that line that I just drew across, I'm going to connect to the bottom. Now from here, you can extend the outer corners of the star to make it even and fill in where you need to. Okay, I did end up redoing this one once, but that's it. I'm debating on doing an inner corner and smoking out the bottom like in my original video, but I don't know yet. I'm gonna go do my base and I'll be right back. Alright, if you made it to the end of this video, congratulations, you are my favorite. The original TikTok that I did for this eyeliner look, I smoked out my lower lash line with black eyeshadow and black pencil liner. I'm gonna put like a picture here so you guys can get a visual of what it looks like, and I did like a little inner corner moment. You can totally go all the way like that. I was just kind of vibing with this straight up eyeliner today with some mascara. What I ended up doing was putting a little bit of highlighter on my inner corner, and that's it. If you found me through YouTube, I do shorter form tutorials over on TikTok and Instagram, so make sure to give me a follow over there. And as always, if this video was helpful to you at all and you enjoyed it, don't forget to give me a like and even hit subscribe. That would mean the absolute world to me. Leave me a comment down below if you want to see anything specific for a tutorial in the future. But thank you so much for watching this video, and I'll see you in the next one.